Hey guys, it's Sunny and welcome back to Sunny's Knots and Stitches. Today we are going to be talking about my whips, what's on my hook, same thing, what I have done and why I've been away for 2 weeks. Oh, and also working on a project. So, let's get started. Also, there's a bit of a change of scenery right now. As you can see, I've moved from over in that cupboard there to here. This is the opposite corner basically. This just gives me more room and a bigger desk to use because the desk in there is tiny. This one's big. Anyways, so yeah, I moved. I've got this new thing and a little cart, bit like that one that you can kind of see, just it's metal. So yeah, that's me. Also, I was looking up there at this mannequin head, and I feel like it needs a hat on it. So this is a good chance to show everyone what I've been working on. I got a lot of hats. Yeah. Some of these are old, some of these are new, some of these are in between those. But I can definitely tell you which ones are and which ones aren't. This is the first beanie I've made. I guess it's a Halloween one. But I don't think I want that on the mannequin. Because, yeah. So there's that one. I've got these crochet beanies. I've got a purple one and a blue one. They're actually really warm, and I have had on the heads before. I've got another 2 there. So there's them. Well, there's my knitted ones. There's this grey one. That's a gift for someone. This one's my one so far. The first one I made on the machine. Because, well, I'll show you in a second. And this one's also for someone, but it's like a blue swirl one. So I think I'm going to put the grey one on it. Let's see. Oh my god. That just tilted. I think I know why. Let me put that back down there for a second because it's not very handy. Mannequin head. Let's see if we can get a hat on it. I think that is perfect. Now that looks a bit better, I feel like I've got to do it to the other ones. I've got 2 others, so why not? Let's put this one on that one. And then I've got one more. So I'll put this purple crochet beanie. These are really soft as well, some of these, because of some of the yarns I use. This is a chunky, well, this is a purple chunky Devante one. Hang on, I've got the thingy. I keep almost every single yarn tag that I own, and they're all in there. Let me do a bit of digging and we'll see if I can find. Oh, didn't have to do that much. Yeah, purple chunky yarn from Devante, if you can see that. Might be better if I do that. 100% acrylic. So, pretty cool. Yeah, I've used a lot of yarn since the last time that I did a video, which I will now get onto my whips. No, not my whips. That's the opposite. The things I've already done. Well, you've seen my hats in this. Let's move on to another box that I have. I have recently discovered a new... I mean, it doesn't look like I've done it recently, though. Because of how many I've got. So in this, I've got my old ones, which are like my way of doing it, because I did it like... Well, I didn't do it the proper way. I didn't do the right amount of stitches. So they turned out a bit rough. So they're in that bag to keep them separate. But scrunchies. I love making scrunchies now. So we've got orange scrunchies. Got sage green. Got purple. And I got black. So I've got 2 black scrunchies. I have 4 sage green ones. I have 4 orange and 2 purple. That would be 3, but I've given one to my sister. Shout out to her. I still have a tiny bit left of the purple one that I caked up. That'll make one more scrunchie, one more of these. So that's cool. Those are my scrunchies that I've been making. I'm planning on getting some more yarn at some point soon because they're fun to make. And I've narrowed it down to 15 minutes of making them. So that's not bad. I'll find my next thing. Well, this one's a whip, but it's going to be a mesh market bag. That's another new thing. I've got to find the one. The one I just said. This mesh market bag. Because I found out how to make them and it's really easy. So, I made one. When I wore it like this the first time, I was like, oh, this would be such a cute top. And I did start making a top with this green yarn up here. I stopped halfway through because I'm never going to wear it. Probably I would, but it was taking too long. So I just stopped and I whipped it. No, not whipped it, I frogged it. But yeah, mesh market bag. Cool, great. Lots of storage space in that. And another bag is a granny square tote bag. Hang on, it's a bit... Granny square tote bag. Cool. Love it. Another granny square thing. It's a giant... It's made up of one granny square. A giant granny square that you fold a certain way and it makes like this cute little bag. I did the strap a bit too small, but... Oh yeah, I'm doing proper straps now. Because what's the point in doing the... I just figured I would do it this way because... Then it looks proper and it doesn't fall off the second you try and hold it. So there's them. Then I also have got I've got this. I haven't finished it. It's a whip as well. I think it's that way around. It's a giant 2-piece granny square jumper. I've got a bit of the sleeve done, but what I'm doing, I'll show you what it looks like on, because it looks super duper cool. I've got to add a bit of length at the bottom as well, but it's gonna look cute. Oh yeah, so this is made with that same Aldi yarn that I got. The pink, the white, and the blue. DK. I still somehow have some of it. I am feeling like I'm going to be able to finish it without running out of yarn, hopefully. But yeah, the way I'm doing the sleeves is I'm going up to this white row. Then I'm making these granny squares. I need to add one more colour on. I don't know why I left such a long tail though. Yeah, I need to add another colour on, the last pink row. And then I'll basically keep on making those for a longer sleeve. To be honest though, by now I probably would have finished one sleeve, or even both of them. So there's that part of that. And then I think I also want to do something around this neck hole. Like a couple rows of double crochet maybe. Something that's stretchy because it needs to stretch over my head. Otherwise it doesn't work. But yeah, there's that beautiful thing. And now you're probably thinking, that's wearable, right? Actually, no, I've said about a granny square cardigan. It's not granny square cardigan. It's a jumper now. I'll find it. Found it. After a long search, found it. So, if I move back a bit, I will put it on, but So, the story with this was I wanted to make a granny hexagon cardie. So I made the granny hexagon cardie, but I felt like it needed a bit more pizzazz. So I decided to add these cuffs. Then I was like, wait a minute. I know how to do this now. So I did a join as you go, and I added a tiny bit more length. 2 more rows. But it needs to be a lot further down. So yeah, there's that. So I have a bag full of other things, but it's gonna take me a while if I keep on. And I don't want to do another 50-minute long video because people get bored quickly. And I know that from personal experience of getting bored really quickly. Right, let's speedrun this. Cowl, saw that in the other video. Got 2 now. Bandana, got 3 of them. Saw that in another video. Coasters, little macrame yarn coaster thingies. Those are not in the video. Spiderweb. Cool, might make a top out of a different one at some point. Pumpkin coaster, cute little pink one. Loads of orange ones. That's that for that bag. That goes there. I have this massive thing of chenille yarn, and it's been really much more of a pain to keep because I don't do amigurumi. I would love to learn because I sell at a market. That's why I made so much. I sell at a market. So certain things. Scrunchies, yes. Hats, yes. Bags, yes. What else would I sell? Most of those things. Anything else that I didn't mention, I don't sell. Coasters, sorry. Yeah, there's them. And I sell at the market. Cool, great, whatever. And I forgot what I want to say. Yeah, I work at a market. Well, I don't work at it. I sell stuff on another person's stall, but I'm going to look into getting my own stall. Purely because I've made a lot more now, and it wouldn't be able to fit on a stall with the other person's stuff, and she said so herself. So there's that. That's cool. Oh. Also, some people might have noticed, I don't know if they came from it, but I've got a TikTok account now, and an Instagram and a Facebook, I believe. I'm not sure. I haven't changed them all yet, but yeah. So now I'm kind of getting more onto the uploading side of things as well, so that'll be fun. On my TikTok, I have one photo right now, which says to check out the last video I made. My TikTok name, whatever you want to call it, is the exact same as my YouTube, Sunny's Knots and Stitches. Please make sure you put it in right, because it won't come up if not, and that's not fun. Either way, if you come across me on TikTok, hi, hello, whatever. If you came across me on YouTube, also hi, hello. Please do give me a hi and comment if your comments section, that's what I meant to say. If you're also a crocheter, if not, also cool, say hi if you want. Yeah. So, on to the fun part of the video now. My whip. My most recent whip. Where's my hook? I've got my hook here, but yeah. So it is going to be a scarf, and it's made with entirely single crochet rows. I started it yesterday. I'm pretty fast. Which I'll show you. This is made with no sponsor, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. Yeah, it's made with the Wendy Husky Super Chunky yarn in the shade Elevation. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, there's that. That's what I made it with. It's really nice yarn to use. And it works lovely. Another, well, I noticed with it, it's like it's got different sections of highlights and lowlights. It's got like black here, and then it's got white here, and then it just sometimes just changes to just red. It's also got a bit grey in it. There's grey there, white there, there's black there, there's loads of different other colours in it. Not loads, but there's some. So yeah, there's this, and I'm going to work on that for most of the rest of the video, I guess. Yeah, so I'm using this, and I'm using a size 8mm crochet hook. And if you want a tutorial, I possibly will be able to give one at some point. But like I usually do a mini tutorial in the video anyways, like this one. So what you do to start off is you do a row of 20 foundation single crochet stitches. So if you haven't heard of that before, basically what it is instead of having to do like a 20 chains and then doing another row on top of that of single crochet to start off, you're basically doing the chain and the single crochet at the same time. It's a very odd thing to get used to, but you do eventually. Yeah, it's a great way to do bag handles and straps and stuff. I mean, it can be. It just takes a bit longer than doing a chain, I guess. But I don't really mind. I'm basically making like a giant chain. Not chain. Basically making a giant strap. But this would be a very big strap for something, if it was one. Yeah, so once you've done the 20 single crochet rows, what you do when you get to the end of the first row that you do, which I will get to in a second, is, so you've gotten, I'll come a bit closer now. So you've gotten to here, and you've done your last single crochet. Then you chain one, you turn your work, and then you can see this first stitch here. It's not very clear. Let me bring my light down a bit. That first stitch there, you do a single crochet into that one. Then you keep on going the whole way, which I can keep on doing. Okay, if you can't tell, I've got cold, but it's fine. It's been very, very hit and miss today. Like, I woke up with a cold, or like with a snotty nose, then it went away, and I felt like nothing was wrong. And then it came back all of a sudden, and it just like turned into a full-on cold. And I've got like a really bunged up nose. Not really bunged up, but it's like, it was worse earlier. Anyways. Now I'm getting to the end of the row. I also prefer doing the single crochet stitches because, well, the single crochet foundation stitch, because it's easier. That's what I'm going to say. So, now I can actually show you again. So you've gotten to the stitch before the last, this one. And to go into the next one, you literally go into the stitch and do a single crochet. And then you chain one, turn your work. And you do the exact same and you keep on going. Keep on going as long as you want. I am basing it off of these. Like, obviously, these were made in a different way, where you just do that as you go. But I'm basing them on, well, this is basically, you can't really see what the full length would be. So I'm doing it like this. Oh, yeah, I'm on my second skein of it. This uses a lot. I stretched it and it goes bigger. So all I'm doing, I can actually kind of show you. It would be a bit higher, but basically what you do, I'll have to do this, is you take this, you put it up to the corner, and you take the other side and you put it up to the corner. Then you take this front bit and you fold it over. And you can see how much you've got to do. And I don't actually have that much left, so I feel like I'm going to finish this in this video. The next one that I make of it, though, the next one I make of it, so I've still got 3 and a bit of skeins left after this one. I am not going to be doing a single crochet. Definitely not, because it certainly takes a while to do this. Like, it looks lovely. It looks like a lovely, there's nothing else to say. It looks lovely. A lovely stitch. But it just takes forever because they're the smaller of the stitches. The smaller stitch is the slip stitch, and that would take even longer. But yeah, I think the next one I'm going to do, I'm either going to do half double or double, maybe even half treble. I'm using, well, I get confused because I see loads of different tutorials and some of them say the US terms are double crochet for when you yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. And I'd call that a double. But then some of them, they say that's the American term is a treble. So I'm really confused. But what I mean by half double is when you yarn over, you basically do a normal double, in some people's cases, a treble, but you pull through all the loops. Okay, I'll show you anyways. Most people will get what I'm saying, but so you're doing a normal double or treble. And you got 3 loops on your hook, and then you just pull through them all. Not that hard. I'd call that a half double. I call them all slip stitch, single crochet, half double, double, half treble, treble, and then I think there's a double treble, which is where you wrap around the hook 3 times. I'm not sure. And I think there's also a half double treble. I could be very wrong. I'm very much a beginner, more so, because I don't know a lot of stitches. I know like those ones. I know a couple different ways to single crochet and do like puff stitch and bobble stitch and pumpkin stitch or something. I know like a couple, but I don't know like the stand-in double crochet or something. I think that's meant to make some things look straighter. I'm pretty sure that's what you can do in a granny square and make it look like more continuous, if you know what I mean, instead of doing like a chain, you do a standing stitch. I'm pretty sure that's what that's how you make these look straighter as well. Is you do that. We're already on 27 minutes. Wow. So I've shown you all my whips. I've shown you all my, what would you call it instead of a finished project? I don't know. I'll call them my finitos. Whips, my finitos. Can't exactly show any of my frogs because I frogged them. I do have the yarn off of a hat I made. It's in between the yellow and the purple on that shelf. That one. Yeah, I made a hat with that yarn, but it dropped stitches when I was trying to take it, when I was trying to go around or something. I think because the yarn got tangled on. So it's fine. So yeah, that's the frog I did. Oh, another new thing. I got loads of cakes because I got a yarn winder. I can't actually remember where I put it though. I think I put it in that little treasures pink box that I showed you. Or is it? Oh no, it's here. On my little metal trolley that I was on about. Yarn winder. Cool. I got it off of Amazon. So it works. I say anything that works and doesn't break instantly is a good thing. Is a pretty good thing. So I wouldn't say the same about my mum's hairdryer. Well, not her current one though. So we went to Roy's. If you're in Britain, you've probably heard of it. Yeah, we went into Roy's, and Mum wanted a new hairdryer anyways because hers burnt out. I know when hairdryers burn out, it's easy to smell because anytime you turn it on, and even when it's off, it smells burnt. Anyways. So yeah, she needed a new one, and I found one. So we got it. It was £25, I think. If I say quid, the Americans will go, "What's a quid?" But then again, most people in America have probably heard quid said. Anyways, yeah, so it's £25. I bought it home. And I don't know whether it was a fault with it or it was me. But I said, can I test it? She said, yeah. So I tested it. And by surprise, I turned it on for 2 seconds. I screamed because of how good it blew out air. Too much detail. And I tried turning it on a second time and it stopped. Now, it was either a fault with it or I was being stupid because I did put it on the hottest setting first. So I guess that is me being stupid, but I don't know, it could have been a fault with it. Anyways, so we were taking it back the next time we went to Roy's. And we got another one. And this one has stayed working. Fingers crossed it will stay working until whenever we need a new one. Also, it's not just a hairdryer. It's pretty much a duped version of the Shark Flexi Style. If you've not heard of the Shark Flexi Style, it's basically a Dyson Airwrap that bends and has different looking attachments and stuff. I personally prefer the Dyson Airwrap. Any of them. Because the buttons, they're like, so on a Shark one, the buttons are at the bottom, or nearer to the bottom. Whereas on a Dyson, they're near the top of it. So it's easier to use the Dyson, and the curl come up nice as well. Compared to the Shark one. I've never used the Shark one, I've only ever used the Dyson. But I'm still not fully in support with the Shark one. I say that when I've got a Shark Hoover, and that works lovely. And yes, I said, I've got it. It's technically my Hoover. I didn't pay for it, but we don't talk about Bruno. Let's get longer. Could say it's finished there. But I think I'll do a couple more rows. Purely because why not? I'm also not sure how to join it. I won't be sewing it or anything because I never usually sew to join anything together, whether that be granny squares or hats or anything. It like a cat beanie. You don't. Anyways, yeah. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this, but I want to make it look as if it's like pretty much seamless. Also, you can tell where the seam is, obviously. But so there's not like a bump out like I usually do. There is one stitch I have in mind, so I'm gonna do my little test and see how long it is because it's getting long. Getting very longy. Considering it probably wouldn't be able to fit the whole screen unless I did that. See, look at these stitches. They look lovely and it stretches so well. If I give it a good stretch both ways, then it will look bigger, if that makes sense. I'm also deciding to do like a scallop or whatever on the edges. So, I mean, to me, folded in half, like, it's not far off. I think I might finish it now. I'm going to do my little cheat code before I decide to do anything, where I use stitch markers. I've got some new ones. Oh. I mean, they're in the same thing as all my other ones. I've had this since forever, since I started crocheting, because I needed something to put my stitch markers in. And I have got that. So I'm using a stitch marker to stop it from unraveling. Don't see why I don't see it. I don't know why, but I don't see many people doing that. Basically go through each, not each and every stitch with the stitch markers, because I didn't know why they were called stitch markers and why I'd need them, but now I've started crocheting, I can see why you need them sometimes. Like, well, for instance, there's this pattern that I was going to use this yarn for, actually. And it was a granny stitch jumper. But it was like, it was top down, I think, or something. I'm pretty sure I saw its head. So yeah, oh, I've joined it together now. It'll be a bit wider because I've done it like that, but it looks like a massive tube. I'll definitely need to make it seem like it's a bit better. But yeah, that'll definitely work. I think it's done. It's ready. I'm going to do... There is a stitch I'm going to do. It is one where you go into the back loop or something. Oh, I seem to have accidentally done something. I'll join it together and then I'll be back. I've officially made it to the end. So I'll just tie this 2 times because then it shouldn't come undone as easy, and I will sew in my end as long enough as best as I can. I'm going to try and do it so I sew it over the top of this thing. So I don't have to worry about sewing in my other end either. It's like if you join on a new colour, you can like crochet over the top of the tail end of the old colour to make it look a bit better. I don't actually know if I am going to do that edging or not. Considering how I've done this, probably not. Because I've done it in such a way that it looks like that on the edge, so you can barely tell. But now that whole edging idea does not work. Unless I only do the edging on one side. Wait, would it be cool if I did like a like a mesh stitch coming down to make it a bit bigger? Would that be cool? I can always take it out if not. But so plan is I do like a mesh stitch. Holy fucking Jesus. I said forking. If you did hear what I said, sorry? Yes? Just, yeah, don't listen to that. Don't repeat it either. If I'm a nice person, I didn't mean to say that. Let's move on from that. I'm still doing a mesh stitch. I think what I could do is make this like this bottom part into like part of a top or something. You know? If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I'm chaining 3 in between each stitch, each mesh. See? See? I'll keep on going. That's not gonna work. I didn't do it. I didn't do my 3 chains that time. Yeah, I guess this is a bit boring, but it might actually look a bit nicer if I do this. Literally what I'm doing is chain 3 and then a double crochet. Wow, I'll get back to you when I'm at the end of the row. I'm at the end of the row and I'm gonna slip stitch into that first thingy. Then we're gonna chain 3. Does that work? I can't. Oh, I don't know. I guess that can work. This is not pattern. There is no pattern for this. I'm literally freehanding it. And I'm doing this kind of mesh stitch, I guess. I try to be the joker. Hold you close and give you space. Oh yeah, I love singing. That's one thing about me you cannot miss. Is me and my singing. And I also have a separate TikTok account solely based on my makeup and stuff. Because I was what this channel no, not what this channel was. This channel was a Minecraft channel before it was a crochet channel. No, I had my TikTok account that I now have for my crocheting. That used to be a ASMR one. Did one video and I got like 300 views or something on that video. But now I've converted it to the TikTok account of my YouTube channel, basically. So like, I post videos of crochet on TikTok as well. I just messed up a stitch. I know, yell at me. I'll see what it looks like after this row. Because I might hate it. I don't know yet. It's a load of gobbledygook right now. See, it looks like a little frillies. Pardon me. Pardon me again. Yeah, well, so anyone that views this, if you go on my TikTok, there won't be that much content on it yet because I only just started my TikTok account up to be crochet only instead of what it was before. when I first opened up this YouTube channel, when it wasn't crochet or anything, it was literally just random stuff. I did 3 videos or something. One was me chatting about my life or something. One was me making some Halloween decorations or something. And one was me reading a book. I don't know, I was just doing random stuff at the time. But now that I've gotten like more experience and seen loads of people doing videos and channel and all that, I've gotten more used to doing it and like how I post and when I post and stuff. I've done this really oddly. I'm gonna stop. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, my yarn. It's got floppy. I might, if I do decide to like this, I might just keep on going until I run out of yarn. Or it looks like I'm running out when I get to the end of the row. Let's see. Like, obviously, there's going to be a bump somewhere because of the thingy. Like, that's actually quite cute. There's just 2 of those rows. You see what I mean? I do really want it to come out a bit longer, actually, though. The way I joined, it made it look like... Oh, no, it's not showing. Is it? You can see it there a little bit. Oh. Yeah, I really like how this is working, actually. It's really warm. And I've got quite a few skeins. Oh, I've got 3 left after this one and a bit more because of that. So yeah, there's them. If I did want to make it bigger, but I'm going to make it how I'm doing it right now. I don't think I'll do it all in this video. I've reached 50 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to keep on filming me doing this. I'll make another video tomorrow or whenever. But for now, if you enjoyed watching this video, please do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It is very appreciated on my end. And you also get to see new content every... I don't know. I haven't actually figured out a time schedule yet. But yeah. Ooh. Why does that actually look kind of cute, you know? Like if I cinched up the top. Like, I've made a bucket hat right there. Kind of. Anyways, that's not meant to be... That's meant to be like that. Okay. So, yeah. Subscribe if you want to see new videos come out. Whenever. And, yeah. Like the video. Like any videos. Go to my TikTok account. You can follow me there if you want to. See videos and posts and stuff on there. But anyways, that is enough from me today. And I will see you next video.